Well, with a new school year comes stress and anxiety for students and parents. Your kids might be going from elementary school to middle school, maybe off to high school. Perhaps they're worried about teachers or their course load or maybe making a team. Whatever the issue, there's a strategy to help parents and students navigate the sea of uncertainty. We're joined this morning by Lisa Flynn. She's the founder of the national programs Childlight Yoga and Child for Classrooms, which are headquartered in Dover, New Hampshire. And Lisa, we appreciate you coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
So this is kind of a secret way, maybe not so secret anymore, at least you're hoping, for kids and their parents to deal with the stress.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the power, what we're talking about is the power of our ability to self-regulate. Because let's face it, we can't manage the stressors around us. We can't manage our circumstances or our situations. We can't manage the fact that school's starting and it is a stressful time. But what we can do is manage our reaction to it.
So this is something that kids can learn from their parents, parents can take part in. It's beneficial to both.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. If we're able to manage our mind-body state and we're able to be balanced and centered, as parents, we're going to be better parents. As educators, we're going to be more able to share with our students in a compassionate way. So it really helps everybody. Students, when we can help children to self-regulate, they're able to learn better, they're able to manage their behaviors, their social skills improve, and this is all research-based.
So when you say self-regulate, what does that mean? Is this actually going through some exercises, for example?
Absolutely, and I'd love to take you through that.
Okay,
if
sure.
I could. Yeah.
Right.
So the most important thing to do is to first notice that we're imbalanced in the first place. So
I notice that every day. I know I'm imbalanced.
So do I, and sometimes my kids like to point it out too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So noticing is step number one, and that's part of the practice of mindfulness, is just noticing what's happening with our breath, with our bodies, what's happening in our minds, and noticing it without judgment. So I can be angry, I can be nervous, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just noticing. So that's the first thing that we need to do, and as parents, we can help our kids do that as well. Through modeling.
Okay.
So the second thing that we can do is make a mindful choice about a tool that we know can help us self-regulate. And one of my absolute favorite, most simple tools is called balloon breathing. So it's something that we share in our programs. And it's very simple. Would you like to try it with me?
Well, is it what it sounds like?
Balloon breathing,
right,
yeah.
Breathing into a balloon or breathing through a balloon?
Not at all. What we're going to do is we're going to actually imagine that there's a balloon inside our tummy.
Okay.
Inside our tummy. So
I've got one, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm working to get rid of it.
I hear you practice yoga, so that can't be possible. So we'll have the kids, parents, whatever, actually put their hands on their bellies so that they can actually feel the expansion. So think about it. When we walk around breathing from our chest, our diaphragm doesn't go down.
Right.
And our belly doesn't expand. And so we're actually depriving ourselves of oxygen, okay? We can calm our nervous systems by taking and consciously taking full, deep inhales and exhales. So focusing on the belly helps us to do that. So we're going to breathe in.
So you want to make sure your belly's coming in and out.
Absolutely, and really focus on the belly expanding so the diaphragm comes down and the lungs expand. And at the same pace, exhaling back out through the nose. And really doing that for about 30 or 60 seconds. And then, from there, we're going to practice and regulate, and from there, we're going to reflect on the experience and help our children to do the same. What did you notice? Has there been a change? What's happening with your body?
So the best thing is just knowing that simple breathing exercise, and that'll bring you back to where you need to be.
It's a very simple tool. It's the easiest tool that we all have in every moment of our day to be able to bring ourselves back to center. So we want to make sure that we reflect on the experience, though, because then we can integrate it.
So this is almost as much a meditation thing in a way as anything related to any yoga exercises.
Absolutely. It's self-regulation. It's practicing mindfulness.
Awareness.
Awareness, absolutely.
Yeah.
And from there, we're able to bring ourselves back to a centered, grounded state and move on with our day with being a little bit less reactive.
So parents do that, kids do that, and you'll be glad you did. It'll bring you back to where you need to be so you don't get too freaked out by what's going on.
Absolutely.
Also want to point out, Lisa is the author of Yoga for Children, 200+ yoga poses, breathing exercises, as we just learned there, and meditations for healthier, happier, more resilient children. And also the Yoga for Classrooms activity deck, which is pretty impressive. For more information, you can visit childlightyoga.com, or you can also visit yogaforclassrooms.com. There's some good stuff in there, and some schools also incorporating this into their curriculum.
Absolutely, all over the country, actually.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Gotta give it a try if you haven't. Lisa, thanks so much for coming in. Great to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get it over to Shannon.